Paranormal Investigations video. We are here in Brandon in an abandoned slaughterhouse. I'm here with my wife today. She's back behind the camera. And it's just the two of us here. I know it's still daylight out. This is our first initial time being here. So we're just kind of doing a preliminary investigation. We will come back to this location at night and do an actual thorough investigation of this location.
We'd like to bring friends with us.
Yeah. We do plan on bringing some friends with us when we come back to this place next time. So that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I've already got the millimeter out, taking the initial sweeps of this building. There's actually two buildings to this place. This one, and there's another one just over here that we're gonna go into also that supposedly has activity. When we came in here, we have noticed that there are quite a few pentagrams on the floor. I'll take you guys to the two big ones.
Which I also took still shots of to upload for our viewers.
So here's one big one.
And these are large enough in my mind to have been used for ritualistic.
Yes, and we also got this one right here where you can see there are some symbols. There's an inverted cross right there, a couple symbols throughout the...
And this is meant to be an inverted pentagram, which is different than a straight up pentagram, different intentions, different uses.
And so far I've been paying attention to the millimeter. We still haven't got any spikes. It's saying the temperature is 81.7 degrees in here. It's very humid in here. But I mean...
There's still a smell of fresh spray paint.
Yeah, when we got here, there were some teenagers here skateboarding. We waited and they left. You know, we apologize. We didn't mean to cut their time short, but they didn't care. You know, but right now it's just me and my wife here.
There's nobody else outside.
Yeah, we have nobody outside, not even the dog with us tonight. You know, we plan on coming here to try to find a way to get to this abandoned slaughterhouse when we learned about it. We just learned about this slaughterhouse really on Friday. Did not realize this is the same slaughterhouse that if you guys have been watching other paranormal teams come to on YouTube, have come to this abandoned slaughterhouse.
The oldest video I did find on YouTube was from 2016. It was not nearly as tagged up as it is now, and but everything still pretty much looks the same as far as the feed silos are still in place here, and the other building looks a lot more decrepit than it did in that original video that I found. It looks almost as if there was some type of fire. Maybe, maybe not, but it's definitely a lot more worn.
Yeah. But I mean, when I saw this in the other YouTubers' videos out, and I saw that they were having some kind of activity here, I had said I'd like to find where this place is. Had no idea that the site that I was looking at was talking that this was the one that they were at. You know,
not until we were on site and inside the building.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I kind of thought so when we came on the outside, when I saw the outside, but it wasn't until we actually went inside the buildings that I noticed that this was definitely the abandoned slaughterhouse that
So we're maintaining a baseline sweep of 0?
Yeah, it's still at a 0.0.
To our knowledge, there is no running electricity of any form to this building.
No, and if you want, we can come over here to where the electric panels used to be. And there's still the shell over there. Just to show you guys.
Yeah, the housing unit.
Look at 0.1. If that was a spirit, can you come back and touch this meter for us again? come and touch this device in my hand and raise the big number. I just seen it happen. You just had it at a 0.1. Don't feel afraid to interact with us. Okay, I'm going to continue.
Yeah, the housing units are still there for the electrical,
Yeah.
but even the wiring is pretty much stripped.
It's showing a 0.0.
Hold on, I'm gonna just see if I can zoom in on that number. And let it focus. There we go.
So we got 0.0 right here at the electric box, where the meter and the panel would be. So that shows us that there is no actual running electricity. So now we know that any spikes on this are more than likely paranormal than actual electrical interference.
And I don't have my phone on me to interfere with any of our equipment.
Surprisingly, I don't have my phone on me either. I left it in the car. So both of us have our phones in the car. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take this back over here to these.
Sorry guys, that was the lens cap kind of swings a little bit. It might hit the rig every once in a while. Let me walk around this.
This one. So, any spirits that were channeled by any of these pentagrams, as you see, I set a device in the middle of one of them. Feel free to interact with that device. Make the numbers rise up, make the temperatures rise up. I see the temperature keeps fluctuating. It's down to 81.9, 82.0.
That's a minimal fluctuation.
I'm going to go ahead and get the spirit box.
We intend to preliminary do something that I would not recommend to anybody inexperienced, anybody that doesn't know how to protect themselves. My husband, Chad, and I discussed this prior to starting our prelim. We are planning to stand inside of the pentagram that has been used for rituals in order to attempt a spirit box session. That is not something I recommend to anybody inexperienced and unprotected and unprepared. That's just, I mean, do it if you want, but I don't recommend it.
I also rented the digital recorder. So I'm going to do like I normally do. Just start off with the digital recorder.
If you'd like, I can hold the spirit box while you start with the EVP session.
All right.
You're gonna step into the center.
Yeah, I'm actually stepping in like you heard my wife.
And this is the inverted pentagram.
This is Chad and Heather at the abandoned Slaughterhouse. I'm standing inside a inverted pentagram that's on the floor. And I'm asking that if there's any spirits around me that would like to communicate with us, feel free to speak into the device that I'm holding in my hand right now. And I'll play it back and I'll be able to hear your response. So if you're here, go ahead and respond.
I heard a noise outside.
I did too. And if you were responding, can you give us your name? And also, can you tell us how you ended up here? heard that too.
that screech.
Okay. Getting ready to play this back. This is Chad and Heather at the abandoned Slaughterhouse. I'm standing inside a inverted pentagram that's on the floor, and I'm asking that if there's any spirits around me that would like to communicate with us, feel free to speak into the device that I'm holding in my hand right now, and I'll play it back and I'll be able to hear your response. So if you're here, go ahead and respond. And if you're responding, can you give us your name? Sorry, that's me moving around, people. And also, can you tell us how you ended up here? Heard that too. Okay. So that was a no-go for, I'm sorry guys, it's really humid out. I mean, it's not so much hot, this is straight humidity that's,
I keep hearing these sounds and they don't sound like they're coming from outside as much as they sound like they're echoing from the other building, the other structure.
we'll go check it out.
You are plugged your device.
Is there any spirits here that would like to talk to us? You can use this device, it's in my hand, and we can talk, and I can hear you now.
It's like a whisper.
Can you come in a little bit more clearer?
You can.
How many of you guys are here?
Getting at least a male voice and a female voice.
Were you brought here by a ritual done?
That's a definite yes.
How long have you been here?
I don't think they know.
Oops, sorry.
That's, sorry, guys.
I hit the wrong button.
I'm gonna transfer over here and see if we can connect. Stay where you are. See if we can connect.
Are you here in this building with us, or do you want us to go to the other building?
And guys, what we're doing right now, even though you can't see me, is I'm standing in the center of the other pentagram. I'm reaching out to connect my energy with my husband's to see if we can bring a connection. Like I said, I don't recommend this.
You could use my energy to try to communicate a little bit better.
Sounded like my name.
If you said a name, can you give it to us again, please? Adam. Sound like Adam.
I heard that. Is that your name?
If you said Adam, can you say it again, please?
Is Adam your name? Is Adam the name of the person that brought you here?
Where are we?
We're gonna have to close this up when we're done with our thorough investigation.
All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and stop this portion of the communication. Thank you for communicating with me. You can follow us to the next building if you want to. And we'll do another communication session over there.
You do not have permission to follow us outside of the property.
Yeah, you cannot leave this property with us. You have to stay at this property.
We'll
I
cut.
heard that.
We're
All
gonna.
right, thank you.
So I think you and I are already kind of toying with the idea of after we come do a thorough investigation with our other friends, we're gonna have to close this out, whatever was left open here.
Your phone gear device is off. Goodbye.
Are we in agreement on that one?
Yes.
Okay, there seems to be spirits here. They don't know where they are. They don't know how they got here. And we want to do a more thorough investigation, but afterwards, in good conscience, we cannot leave that open, and we cannot leave them here lost. So that's something we're gonna have to take care of, guys. And hopefully, you guys can join us for that one.
I mean, the biggest problem, and I've said this in other videos that we've done, is that
Amateurs?
amateurs will come and do and write these symbols on the ground.
Once you zip that up, I'll take the bag.
And they're not sure what's actually going to happen, and I guess when it happens, it spooks them, and they run off, and they don't close what they open.
They don't close their portal they opened. They don't close their circles properly.
I mean, that's me giving them the benefit of the doubt. It could be somebody who knows what they're doing, figured this was an abandoned place, and just didn't care.
Possible. And if they know what they're doing and they chose not to close it, that's reckless. I'm sorry, at the very least, that's reckless and selfish. Careful. Guys, this is gonna get a little bit jerky because I have to climb down. Actually, I'm gonna do this the safe way. Sorry, guys. I gotta make sure I get down safely. Okay, there we go.
All right, so we're gonna walk over to the other building.
And I want to show them a little bit of what we have to pass through, if you don't mind. Other than the brush, obviously, I'm going to take a little walk down the center. So these right here would be food and water troughs where the animals would have been fed, watered, maybe put out into the yard. I personally am going to step out on a limb and say this place does not look like it was large enough to support cattle. And my guess is going to be pigs.
I would say cattle because the troughs are high.
Yeah, the troughs are high for, well, maybe the land is bigger. It's so overgrown.
Yeah.
And the slaughterhouse doesn't need to be huge.
No.
Especially if it was privately run.
Alright, so we're getting ready to enter over here to the other building.
Give you guys a little look at the outside here. And part of the reason we're doing this prelim now, hun, sorry, I just want you to see this.
What?
This structure was bigger. Look at how large the cement pad, how far it goes.
Yeah, I also
Sorry for that small cut, guys. Our video only goes for 20 minutes before we start a second one.
Yeah, so I also noticed, I was like, dang, we could have walked around this way.
So this cement pad's pretty large.
This is the other structure.
Hold on, let me get behind you so you can be heard.
So, well, this is the other structure right here.
And I'm gonna need a little light in here. Sorry guys, shining a little light on the situation. So, we don't know how old this is. I haven't pulled any property deeds.
Oh, I heard shovels.
And our prelim guys, we're trying to beat the rain too. So that's another reason for the early start. That looks like a machine room.
Yeah.
I want to see if I can get a good look in there. All right, we have what looks like a machine room here, guys.
You were plugging your devices.
I'm sorry.
Can you please warn me before you turn equipment on?
I'm sorry.
Feels weird in here. Do you feel that?
Mm-hmm. Turn it on. Alright, just like I promised, I started another communication. And we're in the other building. If you're in here, can you tell us where in the building, this building you're at?
I'm getting this weird feeling like somebody was held in the machine room after it was abandoned.
Well,
I'm just
that's something we'll...
picking that up. I'm just letting you know.
Was somebody held in the machine room in this building after it was abandoned?
It's really strong. They were scared. They didn't die here. Did you see that shadow move?
Huh? The what?
It looked like something passed in front of that doorway that we came in.
That door?
Sorry, that one right there.
That one?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see it. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and cut communication. Thank you for talking to me. Hopefully, when we come back, you'll be more talkative. Remember, you gotta stay here on this property. You cannot come with us.
Yeah, I caught it out of when I was turning to face you from the machine room. I just caught this pass right in front of that door. Out of the corner of my eye.
We're not gonna, like we said before, we're not gonna do a whole long video this time. But we just wanted to kind of do a basic, that was a whistle.
I'm closing myself off.
All
There's
right.
too much energy here right now.
So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and say thank you guys for joining us. on this baseline investigation. We are gonna come back with friends and do a more thorough investigation. If you wanna catch us on our other social medias, you can catch us on Facebook at CHP Paranormal Investigations. You can follow Bella on Instagram at Bella the Ghost Hunting Dog. You can follow us on Twitter at CHP Paranormal Investigations. And if you or your family or friends or anybody you know has a place that you guys think paranormal activity is taking place and you want it documented or you want a cleansing, you could reach us on our email at chp.paranormal.16@gmail.com. That's chp.paranormal.16@gmail.com. And be ready for a second part to this investigation when we have more people with us and at night.
Most definitely.
So until then, see you at the next haunt.